What's up, everyone? Paul Artale here with another Speaking on Sunday tip, and here is a question I get quite often, and it always goes to something to the effect of something like this: is it important to memorize a speech? How important is it to memorize a speech? How do you memorize without coming off as being fake or wooden or too rehearsed? And here is my answer to this. You clearly need to memorize your speech to the point where you are familiar with it. Okay, so whether it's a little story in your speech or your entire talk, your 1 hour keynote presentation, you need to know enough of it. Enough of it needs to be similar from time to time when you're doing it, that the story has some level of continuity. And what you definitely want to memorize are any your opening and your closing and any key moments, right? Key moments, key phrases, key questions you ask the audience. Anything that's really super essential to your story and getting that message out needs to be memorized or within 95% similarity every time you do it. Beyond that, I don't want you to think about memorization as much as I want you to think about being in the moment, all right? Go from memorization to being in the moment. And here is why. You are going to speak to different audiences and different types of people on this speech, on this talk, throughout your speaking career. Memorizing things word for word will eventually paint you into a corner because it will make it harder and harder for you to adjust your content to the audience. And so you want to be in the moment with the audience. Now, being in the moment means literally soaking in what's around you, your venue. If you get to a conference, obviously attend other sessions, talk to attendees so you can get a sense of what's going on. And of course, just what the ambience is like when you are on stage. There's a lot of different pieces you need to be aware of. And if your speech is memorized to the point where you can't deviate with something that happens on stage or in the moment with the audience or even just the type of folks, you are going to be in trouble because you are not going to connect with them as much as you need to. So be in the moment with your audience. Know your content well enough that it will be similar from time to time, but that it will not be identical from time to time. And I think if you're worried on the delivery of the talk word, for most people, that is where that wooden mechanical piece comes out. And, that's where people, maybe if you flub a little bit, you say an and whatever, and people will get sometimes flustered with that, right? And here's the reality. Audiences want you to be real with them. They want you to be in the moment with them far more than they want you to have a really slick, polished speech, right? They want to have an authentic dialogue. They want to be brought into your story, into your world, into your thought process. That is way more important than a word-for-word rendition of your story. So think about being in the moment versus memorization. Know it well enough, internalize it well enough that you can give it a similar level, but really focus on being in the moment with your audience so you can tailor it without even thinking. You can get to that point, you're going to be a really good place in your speaking. If you like this video, please like it, do all that kind of stuff. Leave a comment below, leave a question in the comment box below, or direct message me here on LinkedIn or in the information below, and I would love to answer your question on a future edition. Until then, keep speaking. I'll see you next week.